Top 10 women who married their kidnappers. The human heart is a strange terrain, capable of loving even what once caused it pain. These women were kidnapped, held against their will, and yet somehow, along the twisted path of fear, trauma, or manipulation, they ended up marrying their captors. Some call it Stockholm Syndrome. Others call it tragedy disguised as romance. But these cases expose a haunting truth. When vulnerability meets psychological manipulation, even the lines of love can be dangerously blurred. Number 10. Colleen Stan, United States. Kidnapped in 1977, Colleen was held in a coffin-sized box for 7 years by Cameron Hooker. Though she didn't marry him officially, she called him master and developed a psychological dependence so intense, she asked for permission before doing anything. She later admitted she believed they were spiritually bonded. Lesson: a broken mind can confuse submission with love. Protect your mind as much as your body. Number 9. Blanche Monnier, France. Locked in a dark attic for 25 years by her own family because she wanted to marry a man they disapproved of. When she was found, she still defended the man who had manipulated her emotions. Though not a kidnapping by a stranger, it was an imprisonment justified in the name of love. Lesson: not all prisons have bars. Control disguised as protection is still captivity. Number 8. Natascha Kampusch, Austria. Abducted at age 10. By Wolfgang Preklopel, she was held for 8 years. After escaping, she expressed sorrow over his suicide and even lit a candle for him on TV. She didn't marry him, but her emotional loyalty to him shocked many. Lesson: trauma bonds are real. Be slow to judge, but quicker to rescue and heal. Number 7. Mary Stouffer, Philippines/USA. Kidnapped with her daughter by her former student, Ming Sen Shui, Mary was held captive for 53 days. He planned to marry her, and during her captivity, she was forced to engage with him. Though she escaped, her story remains a chilling example of obsession masked as romance. Lesson: love that chains is not love. It is control in disguise. Number 6. The case of Shuraya Bibi, Pakistan. At age 14, Shuraya was abducted by a man 30 years older. After several months, she converted to his religion and agreed to marry him. Activists believe it was forced under coercion. Her parents never saw her again. Lesson: coercion is not conversion. And fear-based romance is nothing but abuse. Number 5. The Elizabeth Smart case, United States. Taken from her bedroom at 14 by a man who claimed God told him she would be his wife. She was raped, brainwashed, and forced into a spiritual marriage. Though she escaped after 9 months, her story awakened the world to the psychological grip of religious manipulation. Lesson: beware of anyone who uses God to justify your oppression. God doesn't manipulate, He liberates. Number 4. The Nigerian teen brides kidnapping, Nigeria and regions. Like Zamfara and Sokoto, young Christian girls have been kidnapped, forced to convert to Islam, and married to their captors in the name of religious cleansing. Some eventually accepted the life due to trauma, fear, or lack of rescue. Lesson: silence in the face of such crimes is complicity. Stand for justice, or stand with oppressors. Number 3. Elizabeth Schoaf, United States. In 2006, she was kidnapped by a man posing as a police officer. Over time, he convinced her they were soulmates and intended to marry her. She played along to survive, eventually escaping after 10 days. Lesson: survival sometimes looks like submission, but never mistake endurance for love. Number 2. Patricia Hearst, United States. An heiress kidnapped by a militant group in 1974. After weeks of captivity, she adopted their cause, changed her name, carried guns, and even helped rob banks. She later married one of her captors. Her case became the face of Stockholm Syndrome worldwide. Lesson: the mind is powerful, but so is manipulation. Guard what you feed your soul. Number 1. J.C. Duggard, United States. Abducted at 11 by Philip Garrido, she was held for 18 years, gave birth to 2 children by him, and referred to him as her husband at times. Her story revealed how deep trauma can make abnormal situations feel normal. Lesson: what you normalize can enslave you. Just because you've adapted doesn't mean it's right. These stories are not romantic. They are not fairy tales. They are scars on the soul of society, proof of how fragile the human psyche can become under terror and trauma. But they also remind us, healing is possible. Rescue is real. Recovery is a journey. and as a society. We must stop glorifying toxic love stories and start fighting for the freedom, dignity, and safety of every soul. If you love this video, like, follow and subscribe for more amazing contents like this.